The head of the IDF Military Intelligence Directorate said Tuesday the Hamas terrorist group takes responsibility for intelligence failures that led it to carry out its surprise attack in Israel on October 7, killed nearly 1,300 people, most of them civilians. Major General Aharon Haliva said in his letter, "In all my visits to military intelligence units in last 11 days, I emphasized that the beginning of war was an intelligence error. Military intelligence under my command did not warn about the terrorist attack carried out by Hamas." Haliva said, "We have failed in our most important mission, and as Director of Military Intelligence, I bear full responsibility for that failure. We will investigate what needs to be investigated in the deepest and most comprehensive way and come to a conclusion," he said. But now there is only one task: to fight and win. Haliva was latest in a series of defense officials to say they took responsibility for deadly invasion by Hamas, following head of Shin Bet Security Agency and IDF Chief Staff who made similar statements in recent days. Meanwhile, Communications Minister Shlomo Kari faced criticism on Tuesday as he felt the government had nothing to apologize for. "I keep hearing apologize. Take responsibility. Ask for forgiveness for what?" Kari told Army Radio, following a wave of criticism in the media and on social media. Kari issued an apology, saying the quote had been taken out of context. "I am sorry. God forbid. I had no intention of appearing rude or shirking responsibility." I quickly added that, of course, leadership also has a responsibility. My intention was to say that we should deal with this in wartime. More than 1,000 of its victims were civilian men, women and children. Among them were dozens of babies. Some of the victims were mutilated. Others were raped or tortured. Gunmen invaded communities, families in their homes, captured military posts and killed soldiers. Approximately 200 people of all ages, including children, were kidnapped and held hostage in Gaza. Besides the initial attack, Hamas fired more than 5,000 rockets targeting towns and cities across Israel. Gaza terrorist groups have continued to rain down rockets on southern and central Israel since the attack, causing more deaths and injuries. A few hours before attack, Defense Agency detected unusual movement in Gaza Strip, prompting a late-night phone call between senior officials. But signs went largely ignored. A handful of ministers, including Finance Bezalel Smotrich, Education Minister Yoav Kish, Culture and Sports Miki Zohar, acknowledged took responsibility for the failures that contributed to Hamas offensive. However, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who promised that Israel would destroy Hamas, did not make any statement accepting personal responsibility for not preventing the attack. At a press conference on Tuesday, National Security Advisor Zachi Hanigby admitted that the government had failed to fulfill